I mean, yeah. Alright, moving on.
Alright. This one's coming from NPR. David Rush of Idaho set out to break one Guinness World Record every week of 2021, has completed his journey. He has broken 52 Guinness Book World Records in 1 year.
What are the most what world records realistically has he broken?
I wrote down the ones that were most entertaining to me. Most apples thrown and caught in the mouth in 1 minute. So we know he no longer has any teeth left.
So someone threw an apple at him?
Yes, and he's catching them by his mouth.
Jesus fucking Christ. Woo! Anyway, moving on.
Would you like me to throw some apples at your face?
Nope. I'm good.
Most table tennis balls caught in shaving foam on the head in 30 seconds. So he covered his face.
These are actual Guinness World Records?
Apparently so.
Guinness, you have lost all respect in my book.
No standards. They just wanted to make the book bigger, I guess. Covered his face with shaving cream and
we can charge him more. We can sell more paper.
Yeah. So, next up we got most consecutive passes of a giant inflatable ball.
What the fuck does that even mean?
I don't even know what that means. But does he put a giant inflatable ball and you just keep on running around it? As fast as you can? Is that the goal?
Or do you just have someone run the giant inflatable ball around you?
I don't know, maybe. Does it really matter?
I mean, at this point in time, probably not.
You literally not.
It sounds like the stupidest thing. This goes back to the Guinness thing. I mean, stop coming up with bullshit world records.
You've literally not accomplished anything on the face of the earth by completing that.
If that is your claim to fame, you know what? You might as well just go jump off a bridge.
You can only do that once. You're not going to break a world record.
You won't. It depends on how high the bridge is.
It may be. Or how low it is.
Fair enough. Very true.
Alright. We got most grapes thrown and caught in the mouth while juggling in 1 minute.
What is his obsession with getting shit thrown in his mouth?
Well, I can tell you what. At this point, this guy is really good at catching shit in the mouth.
I actually have a tendency to concur, but I mean, at the same point in time, why is he juggling while someone's throwing grapes at his mouth? And he's like, I gotta assume he's like juggling, right? And he's like, toss them grapes in here. I mean, that's just how I assume that that shit works.
It's pretty ridiculous.
It's the stupidest fucking thing I've heard in like the last 3 weeks.
I got one more. Most kiwi fruits sliced in the air with a sword while standing on a Swiss ball in 1 minute.
A Swiss ball.
I don't know what a Swiss ball is. I'm going to guess it's a ball that you stand on.
I would like to know what a Swiss ball is. Honestly, before I comment on this.
But you have to slice kiwis there. You're playing what's that game on the mobile phone where you slash some fruits and shit?
Well, no, I mean even if you think back to like the early Xbox days with the early Kinect and everything, the Fruit Ninja.
Yes, that's
you remember the Fruit Ninja?
That's what I'm talking about.
The Fruit Ninja. That's I don't know, that concerns me that this guy, his drive in entire, throughout the course of his life has been to break these particular Guinness World Records, which I also don't believe are world records of any sort of time. So, I mean, I don't know what you want to...
They're pretty redundant records. I can. It's obvious that...
Like I said, from the get-go, Guinness, you got to set the game up on the validity of your world records. Y'all are fucking up.
Do I have another one, or is it your turn?
I mean, I can throw another one out there.
All right.
Archaeologists believe that they have found the tomb of Santa Claus.
Now, was this Saint Nick?
That's kind of what I assume. I mean, I read a tiny portion of the article. However, I believe I believe they think they found the tomb of Saint Nicholas.
Was it in Turkey? Because I think that's where Saint Nick came from.
I don't, have confirmation of that information.
Okay.
However, I would assume that you're probably correct.
So they found the tomb of Saint Nicholas.
Yes, they found the tomb of Santa Claus. Or
Santa Claus,
who became Santa Claus, rather.
So did they bury him with his reindeer and his...
That I don't know.
sleigh?
That would be a good question. If you out there know whether or not they buried Santa Claus with his reindeer, let us know down in the comments.
Was Mrs. Claus there?
And also, did they bury him side by side?
Yes,
in
they
a
buried
crypt,
Santa Claus
in a tomb.
with Mrs. Claus.
Were they holding each other in inappropriate ways?
Was there an army of stone elves?
Stone elves.
Were the elves? Where are the little people?
Yeah, elves.
Elves, okay.
I don't want to say the other word, but yeah, elves. Elves. We'll go with that. The stone elves.
You remember, like, the Chinese
Okay, well,
emperor?
are you talking about, like, did they have, like, instead of, like, garden gnomes, like, elves, stone elves?
Right.
Kind of like thing?
Right.
Is that what you were getting at?
No. Do you remember the Chinese emperor? How he had the mound, and buried inside there was the entire army of stone soldiers.
No idea.
You never heard anything about that?
No idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, anyways, that is a fact that Chinese emperor was buried under a mound, and there was hundreds of stone soldiers there to protect his tomb. Now, in my mind, when I was thinking of they found Santa Claus's tomb, I can picture him in a sleigh buried with Mrs. Claus and hundreds of stone elves protecting his tomb.
This actually, now that you flush it out a little more, it sounds like one of the storylines from one of the Tomb Raider games.
Well, they probably took that from the Chinese one.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, at the same point in time, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Gotta take them as you will. Fuck it.